Aha, Goatsquadtv, what up, what up, what up? So, more NBA news. Doris Burke and ESPN are under fire at this moment over World War II jokes made in the Game 4 Oklahoma City Thunder versus Minnesota Timberwolves game, which ended 128 to 126, um, where she made a World War II joke about Rudy Gobert and Isaiah Hartenstein, who has German roots. Um, I'm not really going to go into that because that's in itself. And let me just say this about Doris Burke. I'm sure she's a nice person in real life, but she shouldn't be doing commentary for ESPN or ABC. I've said this for the longest. She kind of doesn't hide her biases. She's a Philly person. She grew up in Philly. She's a Sixers fan, right? She obviously is a former player in University of Rhode Island. Um, and it seems like that she doesn't particularly like the Celtics per se. Whenever she does Celtics games, I cringe. I cringe just on her analyzation. She just says today's game is threes and layups, and she's always kind of pushing that down people's throat. Down. We remember Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson used to be the play-by-play call analyst for ABC and ESPN before both were let go due to cost cuts. More Van Gundy getting let go because he was talking bad about officials, and Adam Silver didn't like it. It sounds like a gargoyle thing to do, as he wants to protect his quote unquote brand. Talking about not really loving entertainment from a guy that like Jeff Van Gundy who knows what the fuck he's talking about. Yeah, I don't excuse my language on that one. That said, when it comes down to Doris Burke, she's made really airheaded, thing. She's kind of made a lot of airheaded statements in some of her commentary. I remember even watching the NBA bubble during the 2020, playoffs, and she was saying some wild, Mondo stuff that was like, don't really sound like you're really analyzing the game there. I'm all for women having equal opportunity, especially WNBA and people who used to play the WNBA having NBA jobs and commentary, but there's a thing about just doing your job and you're not really good at it. And I got to be honest, Doris Burke's not that great at her job. I can't wait the NBA goes back on NBC. Goat Squad TV, let me know what you guys think.